YouTube. It's actually it's like noon here. Welcome back to Fernvalley Farm's YouTube channel. I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. You guys know who you are. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, my name is Vince, and it's finally warm enough. It's still a little cool, but I'm going to feed. I can tell my bees are hungry. Even this morning when it was a little bit cool out, if you've seen those other videos, if not, go look at them. On my horse feed up there, usually that's not till the afternoon when they come out, and they're all over the horse feed. This morning, it was still kind of cool and kind of partly sunny, and they were all over it. So, and I could just tell, it's warming up now. You know, I use these hive top feeders, which you'll see in a minute. I like the hive top feeder, especially this time of year when you put these on top. The bee, it's above the bee, so if they are clustered, they can come loose, go up there, eat, and come back down. Instead of some of the frame feeders or the jars at the bottom where they gotta, you know, come down, break cluster, go eat them, you know, go drink, go back. The hive top feeders sit up on top, right underneath the inner cover. The bees can come up if they break cluster, drink, whatever, go back down. So what I'm gonna do today, it's the end of March here. April's almost here, because I want to get these guys start feeding, and I'm hoping this week, the first week of April here, to get my apivar strips in, because I want those got to stay in for 6 weeks. You could push it an extra week if you wanted to, but you really, that's about the max on those things. Because if you leave them too long, the bees can get kind of immune to it, where there's no effect. Or the mites, I should say. The mites can get, you know, kind of immune to it. So I want to get those in actually this week is the first week of April here. I usually don't like to give out dates on these videos because sometimes they don't come out right away, but some of these are important, especially like feeding, and anybody else up here in the northern climate or farther north. We've been waiting, you guys down south, my new friends to the east. I'm jealous. It's been 80 degrees. Down south it's been warm. Not here. We're waiting for it. When the sun actually comes out, it ain't bad. So I want to start feeding them today. We'll see how much they drink. And then this week, I want to get my apivar in, because like I said, 6 weeks would bring us to about the middle of May. You got to leave them off for 2 weeks before you put your supers on. So that the timing on that will work out really good. So I haven't busted anything open yet. I haven't broke any of these boxes open yet, because I don't want to break those seals, because some of the nights are a little cooler still. But I'm going to do it this week kind of regardless. It's supposed to be kind of in the mid to upper 50s, lows at 40 at night. So we're kind of out of the woods for really bad cold weather. So anyways, that'll be another video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the lids off. I'm going to take the insulated inner covers off, put those away. We don't want to talk about insulated inner covers for a while. We want to get warm. So I'm going to pull them off, put the frame on top, put the feeder on top, and give them all. I've got it all behind me here. It's all in buckets right there, and you can even see right here. Look at here. Look at my polyp here. They're all over that. Hold on, let me loosen this. They're all over that. They're all out. You can see them out. They're out, they're flying, they're happy, they're ready to go. So, and you can almost kind of tell it's time to feed them. So let's get to this here. I did bring my veil just in case they get angry, but I'm not going to really pop any inner cover. I'm not going to pop any of the inner covers or anything. I don't want to get a face full of bees. I might be okay if they get a little irritated with me. Then I've got my veil out here. I got that hat veil. The rest of this is all, I'm pretty covered for right now. So, all right, let's get to this here. Alrighty, let's get these straps off. We kind of had some bad weather 2 nights ago. They were talking about, I mean, it's rare for tornadoes to hit up here. I mean, it happens. But they were talking about really strong gusty winds, so I re-strapped these things down just to be safe. Imagine coming out in the morning, seeing your hive laying on the ground. Oh my God, I would die. And as you've seen in my other videos, if you haven't seen it, go look. I build my own frame feeders. These are just built out of 1x6. There's a video on these. So what I'm going to do, these are the hive top feeders I use. I really like these. I get these at Man Lake. What's nice about these, you can put at least 2 gallons on either side of this. I'm not going to do that today. And the bees come right up. This sits right up on top. The bees can come right up through the middle, right there. This is like number 8 hardware cloth in here. They come up through the middle, and they just drink it on the side. You'd be surprised at how fast this goes down when they're really hungry. Especially get this time of year when you get new packages. You want to feed your bees. I'm feeding a 1-to-1 sugar syrup. It simulates nectar flow. It's feeding them. it helps them draw out new comb. Like if you put new foundation in, the bees will draw out all that new comb, and they're getting their 1-to-1 sugar syrup. In the fall, you feed 2-to-1, and that's here again. That the 2-to-1 is a lot thicker, so they store that away for the winter. That's their, along with their honey, whatever they have in there. So they store that away. And you never want to keep your supers on when you're feeding, because you don't want to be making honey with sugar syrup. So don't feed them when your supers are on. So anyways, it's springtime, and then like I said, we do the 1-to-1. We're waiting for all the trees to bloom for the natural nectar. Pollen patties you could put on too, but I'm going to wait just a little bit. I don't want to encourage too much brood development right now. It's a little cool out still. Maybe in another week or so I'll pop these off and I'll put the pollen patties on. I've got a whole case of them down in the freezer. I'll do a video on that when it comes. One little trick that I like to do, can you see those white lines in there? All that is nail polish. I just make lines in there so it gives you an idea. So when you pour this in, I'll pour it up to just like one of these lines. And what I should have done if I was smart, but hey, I should have poured 1 gallon in, made a line, poured 2 gallons, made a line, so I can get an idea. But this just gives you a general idea how fast they're drinking it. So when you come out here in the morning or whatever to check on them, you pop your lid. If it ain't below one of those lines, you know they're not drinking much. And obviously you can tell when it's going down, but I just like to do those lines. So I just take white nail polish, make some lines. All right, let's get the first one done here. Let's stir up these blue pails. If you've seen those other videos, if you haven't seen the video, I do a 55-gallon drum mixer. Go check that out. I'll put the link to that at the end of this video. And what's nice about these hive top feeders too, you can pop your lid off. You can take your roof off, or your lid, whatever you got for lids. And the bees can't come at you because this is on top of it. They can't come through that screen. So, oh, and there's one other thing I forgot. If you happen to see one of the videos when I did in December, I came in here. I put dry sugar in is what I did, and it was mixed with pollen substitute. Then I got to thinking, I wonder what they like better, the pollen sub sugar mix or straight sugar. So I came out here, took half it out, poured white sugar. The other part of the white sugar had pollen sub. As of the other day, they haven't even been touching it. So that's telling me that there's still plenty of honey in here, and you'll see when I pull this off. So let me get... It's always fun here in the spring when you got all this stuff, you got to get all brought back out here. This is the extra in here. This is my extra sugar that I pulled off. I get out of there now. So, insulated cover, ventilation hole. I don't want to get this muddy. It's really wet and muddy out here. There's the sugar and pollen sub. There's pollen sub sugar. Here's white sugar. You didn't even touch it. So what I'm going to do, very carefully, I don't want to get a face full of bees, like I'm about to. There. So now, see, now the bees can't even come at you with this on here. So I'm going to put, there's actually a little bit of condensation in here, a little bit of mold. I'm kind of surprised, it didn't even hit. You can see there's a little bit of condensation that built up inside here. I might add another vent hole to this thing in the fall, we'll see. These plastic trays work really well. These are lunchroom trays, but I ordered small ones and they worked out really well. Now, I wish I had a dry spot out here. It's all muddy. I'm only going to fill it right to there. Cut my finger on something here. And they'll come right up through that screen. If you look in here, they're already coming up. They're like, hell yeah, we're hungry, right? All right, girls, enjoy. I've got it. See, now I can look in here with those white lines I put in, get a general idea of how much is in there. Tomorrow when I come out here, I could I'll check it. Put the roof back on. Ooh, a lot of bees in there, which is good. See, look, they didn't touch any of that. I think I better veil up for this one. I pull this off, it's probably going to make them a little angry. So we're going to put this on just to be safe. Just to be safe. Come on, girl, get off of there. We'll leave this right here. They'll go back into the hive. Sometimes too, if you want to, you could put a little bit down in the middle so that it kind of drips down in there and the bees know it's there. Nope, a little too much, but that's okay. Another screen feeder. I know I took it off. There. Well, I cut my finger pretty good. It's not normal if I don't cut myself. See, they're not touching any of that. I mean, barely. So that tells me I did a good job in the fall. There should be enough honey in there. Once this weather breaks a little bit, then I'm going to crack these hives open and we're going to see exactly what's going on. Don't get mad at me, I'm gonna feed you guys. Get them covered up. Get in there. This is almost empty, so I could just... I'm not gonna put a ton of feed in each one because I want to see how much they're drinking. I made almost 20 gallons, so that should be good for a little while. There's a couple of them coming up already. They're usually not too angry in the spring. They're out, the foragers are out. They're all happy bees, they're bringing in pollen. But when you start messing with them in the fall, then they get a little angry. Then you got to be careful because they think you're taking their stuff away from them. So in the fall, they're a little more aggressive than they are in the spring. But still, so let's see what this one looks like. Yeah, see, these insulated inner covers work out really nice. You got that hole for condensation to escape. I might maybe add another hole to this. I don't know, let's see. These blue buckets work really nice, or white ones, whatever. I got these at Walmart, and the lids, these lids snap on really nice, and they seal pretty good. I drove these out here. Instead of carrying them all the way from the house, I got a cart that I hooked to my four-wheeler, and I drove them out here on this, sloshing around, and nothing leaks. These work really well, and they're cheap too. Like $2.89 a bucket or something. So there. They're coming up. Hey girls. Oh, one's trying to commit suicide already. Let me get this lid on. They can start smelling that syrup, and here they come. Anyways, I think that's it. They're fed. We're going to come out here this week sometime. I think probably towards the end of the week. It's supposed to warm up. We're going to crack these open. I want to get my Apivar strips in. So remember, in the spring, feed your bees 1-to-1. Sugar syrup, it encourages, especially your new packages. That's going to encourage your comb development on your new frames. Keep feeding them until it's gone. You'll know when to stop, because you're going to feed and feed. You're going to be like, oh my God, aren't these guys ever full? A couple of times I've done that. I'm like, holy cow, how much can you guys keep drinking? And then all of a sudden you'll come out one day and they haven't touched it. Then you know you can stop. So just keep feeding them. If they're taking it, keep giving it to them. So anyways, hopefully you learned something from this. Hey, do me a favor, like I said, in the comments below, any thoughts, questions about this or whatever, leave them in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, support the channel, I appreciate it. Like I said before, hi to all my new subscribers, which I'm jealous of to the east, because there's 80 degrees. To the south it's warm, and up here it's not. But it's coming. So anyways, when you subscribe, hit the little bell over here next to the subscribe button. You'll get notified every time one of these videos comes out. Thumbs up are always appreciated. And on the next video, I will see you guys soon. All right, talk to you later. Bye.